For most of us, the future log is one of the very first spreads that we set up at the beginning of a brand new bullet journal. It's a place to keep track of all of those future events and tasks that lay outside of the current month. And depending on how much space you need for those future events, there are so many different ways to set up this seemingly simple spread. So today, I'm going to be showing you 5 distinct types of future logs, and we're going to go in order from layouts that give you the least amount of space to layouts that give you the most amount of space. So starting with style number 1, this is the grid style future log. This grid style future log is going to have room for 8 months of future planning on a single spread. So I'm splitting this spread up into 8 equal-sized boxes, and each one is 16 spaces tall by 13 spaces wide. If you want your future log to extend beyond just the next 8 months, then just set up a second spread as a part of your future log that looks just like this one. I'm also going to be using some stickers from my sticker shop for all of these example future logs that I'm creating. Each spread will feature one of my sticker kits, so that way I have some fun headers and decoration, and I'll especially be utilizing my functional calendar stickers. I feel like setting up the calendars is the most annoying part of creating a future log, so I personally love using stickers to make it a little bit easier. So I'm using my small blank calendar stickers here and sticking one of those at the top of each month, along with a monthly header, and I'm using my Dinosaur Dreamland theme sticker kit for this particular spread. So this gives enough room for each month for about 7 events or tasks. So I feel like this is the perfect setup if you're somebody that doesn't need a ton of room on your future log. You really just want to keep track of those important birthdays, holidays, upcoming travels, just a few key events every month. So I'm writing in the dates, and that is it for this very simple grid style future log. Now for each of these different future logs that I'm creating today, not only will I be setting up a demonstration spread just like this one, but I'm also going to show you some of my own past future logs that match these styles. So here's one example all the way from 2018. I set this up years ago, but this is a grid style without the separating lines. And then here is a separate one from 2023 that is nearly identical to the one I just created. So that is the grid style future log. The second type of future log I'm going to show you is what I'm calling a vertical style future log. This future log is going to fit 4 months on one spread, and I'm going to be setting up this example to cover 2 spreads, so it's actually going to fit 7 months total with a future log header in that far right column. So all I did was I split each page in half vertically, so that way each month gets this nice full column. This is a really perfect layout if you're somebody who has a few more events and tasks that you want to keep track of every month. And I also really like that this slightly bigger space means that you can put in a slightly bigger calendar. So I'm using my medium calendars for this layout, just sticking one calendar in at the top of each month. And then I'm also now going to that second spread and doing the same exact thing. And again, with all of these spreads, if you need more months in your future log, just keep setting up more spreads until it has however many months you personally like. For this spread, I'm using my typewriter theme sticker collection, and these are sticker collections I haven't used for a while, so I really had a lot of fun busting them out for these little demonstration spreads. I'm also using some monthly header stickers at the top as well, and if you don't have any stickers in your collection, feel free to get creative with the supplies you do have on hand. Print things out online. Even when creating calendars like this, you can create your own calendars on the computer and print them if you don't want to deal with measuring calendars and writing in dates by hand. So I'm writing in my dates now, and here I actually made a mistake, and this is one of the magic things about stickers. I misdated this month. I realized after the fact, so I just took a sticker and stuck it right on top and rewrote in the dates, and it's like it never happened. This is why, once you start using stickers in your bullet journal, I really feel like it's hard to stop. It just makes things so convenient. So that's it. I just have a calendar, and then I left the rest of that column nice and blank, so that way I can use it for whatever ends up coming up in these future months. I'm finishing the spread off with a little extra typewriter decoration at the bottom, and that's it for the vertical style future log. Now, this is a future log style I've used a couple times, once in 2022 with this magical forest theme setup, and once in 2023. And while I love the setup for both of these years, I didn't end up using my future log too much, as you can see. But I feel like for so many people, this would be a perfect functional future log setup. And that's it for the vertical style future log, a simple column style spread, perfect for anybody who has a little bit more going on each month. Future log style number 3 is going to be a horizontal style future log. This is going to give you a similar amount of space to the vertical style, but instead of having the calendars on top and then your monthly events and tasks sitting below, we're instead going to have the calendars on the side with the events and tasks to the right of the calendars. So the first thing I did is I cut a Dutch door header section, basically just chopping off the top 6 spaces of the spread. This means that I'll be able to fit 4 months per spread, and then you'll be able to flip the page and have a shared header at the top. I gave each month a section that is 16 spaces tall, and for this spread, I'm using my Botanical Journal monthly kit in the color neutral. This is actually a sticker collection I've hardly ever used myself, but it's one of my favorites. So using it for this demo spread definitely reminded me that I want to bust this out for a future setup in my own bullet journal. I also created this sticker kit specifically with migration spreads in mind, so it even has a little future log sticker. It's just perfect. So for this horizontal style future log, I'm using those same medium calendars. I'm sticking those in on the left side of each month, and then I'm going to go in with the monthly headers right over top. And again, these monthly header stickers are also from that same Botanical Bullet Journal kit. My sticker kits, by the way, like these ones, are only $5 for 3 sheets, and then all of the individual sticker sheets, like the calendars and whatnot, are $3.50 a sheet. I am going to have some sticker bundles up in my shop for all of these different spreads that I'm setting up. So if you're interested in purchasing any of the stickers that I'm using and you want some easy bundles that make it easy to just like buy all the stickers you want in one click, be sure to check out my sticker shop, PlanningWithKay.com. I'm filling in these calendars with the dates now, and I ended up making another mistake. Writing in dates is always so tricky. So I actually wrote September's dates in October, or maybe vice versa. But again, the magic of stickers, I was just able to peel up the calendar with the wrong dates and stick it in for the correct month. So just another reason why I love a good calendar sticker. It really makes it easy to fix my inevitable dating mistakes. So I'm just finishing this horizontal future log up with a little bit of extra decoration, and you can see how we have a nice open space for each month to write down whatever is coming up. And once again, here are some examples from my past future logs. This is a future log all the way from the beginning of 2018, more than 6 years ago. And this one is actually from my very first bullet journal. Such a throwback, but I love seeing how these same foundational spreads really work time after time. And here's another example that was, I think in 2020. So you can see I'm a big fan of this horizontal style future log, and I think it's a great option for anybody who just needs a little bit of extra space every single month for keeping track of future events and tasks. All right, next up is our 4th style future log, which is the half-page calendar future log. Now we're really getting into having more space. I feel like these next 2 styles are ideal for anybody who really wants a good amount of space to plan for the future months, maybe even just beyond events and tasks, but also like brainstorming, keeping notes. I personally have really been gravitating towards having more space in my future logs, so I love the idea of this half-page calendar style. So as you can see, I use my half-page calendar stickers. Of course, you can always hand draw in your calendars, but like I said, I'm a sucker for a good sticker. I'm using my watercolor splash monthly kit for this spread, putting a monthly header at the top of each page. So this is going to be 1 month per page. In this example, I'm only setting up 2 months, but again, if you want to do more months, keep setting up more spreads until you're satisfied. If you want to keep track of a whole year in advance, then 6 spreads is what you would need if you're doing this half calendar style. I'm also taking that space below each calendar and I'm actually categorizing these. So we have a column for events and a column for tasks, but this is where you can really get creative and, tailor that bottom space for what you need. I love how this style comes with a larger calendar view that you can actually start to write and mark on, as well as a nice empty space on the bottom for whatever else you want to keep track of. Here's an example of a half-page future log I did back in end of 2017, beginning of 2018, and as you can see, I really love that style. This is also a slightly different version where instead of having the calendar on top, we have the calendar on the left, but same exact concept. I love a good half-page calendar future log. It's really worked out for me in the past, and I feel like it's great for anybody who needs even more room on their future log. Finally, we're finishing with the Mac Daddy of future logs, my personal favorite, and that is the full page calendar. So for this future log, every single month is going to get its whole own spread. I've been doing this future log the last couple years, and it's the future log I'm currently using, and it has really been working for me. One thing I love about this style future log is you can do a vertical Dutch door just like I did here, where I chopped off the right 4 spaces of each spread. Now in this example, I'm just going to have 2 months, but if you want more months, then just cut that Dutch door for however many spreads you need, and you can fit a whole year in your future log. So that sidebar Dutch door means that I can have a future log header on the left and some decoration on the right, and no matter which month I flip to, I'll still be able to see those sidebars. So with this type of future log layout, it means that 1/2 of the spread can be a full calendar. So I'm using my large blank calendar sticker, which perfectly fits this full page. I'm using my vintage science themed sticker kit for this particular spread, just working on a little header, monthly header at the top of the calendar. Also using my long monthly header stickers, which perfectly complement this full page calendar look. Now, something I really love about this setup is once you have your calendar on the left, the sky's the limit for what you want that right page to be. Personally, I've really been enjoying keeping that page open and using it for all sorts of brainstorming and planning for the future. So one reason I've been loving this style future log for myself is that I'm able to basically kind of start pre-planning a month ahead, which for me is really great because I can keep track of things like future sticker ideas, future video release ideas. I can keep track of any odd bills that are coming up in future months. And of course, then on my calendar, I can keep track of all of my normal future events. I just love the freedom that this future log gives me. That being said, this future log is definitely overkill for a lot of people. If you don't find yourself pre-planning too far into the future, you might not need a full spread for each calendar, but you can even consider using a style future log like this in place of your monthly calendars, and you could have a different theme for each month. I just feel like there's a lot of different ways you could go with this, but I personally have been really loving this full page calendar style future log. And I think my current future log is probably the most useful one I've had to date. I've been really using it, and again, especially for the upcoming month. So here is this vintage science theme demonstration spread, and then here is a 2021 full page future log. This is actually what inspired my current future log because it worked out so well for me back in 2021. And this one you can see I categorized with a spot for tasks, goals, and then a notes section at the bottom. And here is my current future log. This I jazzed up a little bit with some tabs with those months on the side. I have a nice blank space on the right, and then I'm able to use that space for all of my future events and plans, brainstorming, sticker and video ideas, etc. And that is the fifth and final future log. I hope you guys found this video helpful with these 5 types of future logs. I really tried to create a good range of layouts that fit different people with different needs. Some of us hardly use our future logs. I've admittedly set up bullet journals with no future log, and it's worked out fine for me. And some of us want a lot of space to pre-plan. So I feel like there's something for everybody here. And I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all these different ideas. Once again, if you like any of the stickers I used today, they are all available in my sticker shop, PlanningWithKay.com. And I have a few new sticker bundles available if you want to buy any of the stickers that you saw in this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe to my channel for more videos every single Saturday, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.